This is a demo to show you how to make a box container. This is what we're gonna make with a lid and then a no slide square. So boxes have 6 sides, no matter what size or shape they are. And then I do want you to put a 7th on the lid that keeps it from sliding around, okay? To start this, you're going to roll out a slab and you're gonna cut out your 6 squares that are the sides. Make sure you cut straight up and down. And let's go, I'm gonna pause and come back when I have all the sides. So I have all of my sides cut out now. Okay, there's 6 of them. And now I'm going to cut out the no slide square. This is how I would do it if I were you. Cut out a square that is at first the same size as the other one. But then take your stencil and trim 2 sides a little bit more. And then we will score and slip the no slide square to our lid. But you want to make sure it's big enough to fit in the hole. So I always tell kids, don't put this on until after your box is constructed, because you actually want it to fit, and sometimes it won't fit if you do it too soon. So we're just making it for now. This seems like it would be a better size. Okay, so that'll be my lid, and then I can start attaching them. Now, my clay that I used just now is pretty wet, so I'm gonna let it dry out. Just let it sit out for a while so that it'll be a little bit easier to stand up. Okay, so I have the base and then I have 2 sides. So you wanna attach your slab box together 2 sides at a time. It's easier that way. So I've scored and slipped all the sides so you don't have to watch me do that in the video. Now I'm gonna add some water. I scored and slipped the base. Lots of scoring and slipping, okay? Now, whenever they go together, you're just gonna have to kind of see what looks right. And you are gonna end up trimming some of your slab landscape, your slab box. You just will, because this is not like a tried and true formula, but that's okay. Okay? So I'm gonna make it so I'm gonna push these 2 walls together. And then I'm gonna push the sides onto the base. So I did that kind of in 2 parts. I pushed these 2 sides together first, and then I pushed them against the base, okay? So to make sure that they're attached, use your plastic tool and smooth out these seams to make sure that they stay well attached. Now, if you notice, I have too much now, at least on this side. That's okay. Like I said, this isn't a tried and true formula since we just use 1 size of square, and that's all right. So I'm gonna cut this off so it's even with that side. And then I'll show you, let's look at this corner. Make sure it looks okay. So it needs to be smoothed more, I can tell. And I also noticed that one of my sides is a little bit tall. So I'm going to flip it on its side. As you can see, my clay is super wet. okay? Then I'm gonna take my other two sides and I'm gonna see if they match up. So I think this one looks like it will fit fine, but this one, I'm gonna need to trim this base just a little bit more so that it fits. So I'm gonna cut a little bit off of the inside. So see how it looks like I've taken a slice out, but we just want it to make sure it fits. And then make sure this one fits. And then I'm gonna score and slip and put it all back together. So when you have it all scored and slipped, add some water. And I scored these sides. And I can see that there's a gap at the base in that wall, so I'm gonna smooth it out. So when I have it all put together, I like to kind of turn it on its side and smooth out some of those seams of those final sides. So you can see we have the box. It looks okay. Okay, I'm gonna just set this aside for a second and talk about the lid. So we want to make sure that this no slide square fits inside this box, which it does. So I'm going to score and slip this thing on. And now we just want to make sure that it fits and looks okay on the box. Now, since my clay is so wet, do not leave the lid on it or it will start to sink. You want to wait till things are a little bit firmer before you put it on. But that's how you make all the different parts of it. Now I'm going to decorate all the sides.